Yeah, hi all. This is me, Ankit Jain. So I will just tell a brief about myself. So my name is Ankit Jain. I'm a technical architect at an MNC. I'm 18X certified. I'm active in Salesforce events. I have a YouTube channel by the name of Interviews with Ankit Jain. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can connect with me to be updated about future sessions or to view older recordings. You can go through the YouTube recordings and you can subscribe the channel so the latest content would be available in there. So there's this WhatsApp group which you can join. This is the QR code. So I provide resume tips, technical doubts or clarifications, provide career guidance, and also the mock interview as well. And if you want to avail the service, you can click on this URL to know more about that. So now talking about with the technical stuff, like whatever I'm going to speak will be based on my personal experience. So I'm not a resume expert, so I want to make my expectations clear. Whatever I know, whatever I have observed, based on that, I would be giving you advice. So what are the things that I've noticed and I consider as a mistake or a thing that could be improved? We're talking about that. So for that, uh, I would be just taking an example of any resume. Like this is one resume which was shared to me. So here, like if suppose you have done was for QA profile. As a dev, if you have if you are mentioning anything on your profile, then you should be cautious. If you have done any certifications, that should be coming up very much clearly. Like people do the certifications but don't mention it quite well. That's what I've observed. I want to just give me a minute and yeah, let me just share my screen. And this is one resume. So all of you are able to see the screen, right? Can any one of you acknowledge?
Yes, Ankit.
Yeah. So here that this person has done tremendous amount of certifications. But at the top, if I look at here, nowhere it's mentioned that he is a certified professional. You're reducing your chances of getting hired because this is very much needed in like if you have to survive in this competitive world. Like what are like if you are 4x certified, mention it like that. This should be there, and also your LinkedIn URL should be there in at the top itself, or GitHub profile link also you can add in. Another thing I have observed is like in the professional summary, people just take a high level things. Like, see, if we have done or worked on any cloud, what are different stuff you did, just highlight in three, four sentences. It's fine. If it goes till here, like five, six lines as well, but the content is very much relevant, then please add it. And the important part, like employment history is important, I agree, but the most important is the skill set as per my understanding. So training and certification should have come at the top, or the skill set that is there in, like he has mentioned his skills. So those could have taken the first place at the top, just below the bill with professional summary. So that if some, and please mention your years of experience, like how much you have total experience, how much your sales was experience. Many resumes which I have received, I have didn't follow that. And few resumes, I didn't even find the professional summary as well. Because if someone has to review your details quite quickly, they would look at your professional summary, what things you worked on, what skill set you have. Based on that, only the other person can actually hire you or process your resume further. So that is my take on that. Other than that, what you need to mention, take care is like never mention about the client names. See, there's no means as long as you meets the intent here is like many of the companies like all meets companies have signed NDA, like they won't be revealing the client name. But while mentioning in here, you're exposing yourself to a vulnerable means a chance like from the legal side of it. So instead of saying like any specific company, just tell them like it's a leading company for of this region or this country. I think that pretty much suffices. If it's a large scale organization, you can mention it like it's a large scale. No need to mention the name. Another thing is like your technical skill set. Like, see, I agree, like you would know like these things, but elaborate it quite well. Like, see, in the market actually works on screening resumes is happening through ATS or application tracking systems. So they search the keywords in your resume. So make sure like you are writing all the relevant keywords that are available. For that, either you can use ChatGPT and use like and then update it using what things you worked on or what things you are clear with, and then add in the technical stuff in here. By reducing or writing very much limited skill set, you are again limiting your chances of getting shortlisted. And one another point that I have noticed is like people are very much peculiar about one-page resume. In India, like a two-page resume is fine. You don't have to compress the content to such a small level that it's not giving you the holistic picture. It is fine. If you have too much content, then switch to two-column layout. If you have like enough space and it's going to two pages, it's fine. And don't just follow like the pattern, like whether it should go be one column or it should be two column. Just you have seen the template. Apply your own mind. If suppose if you're writing in two column, but your page is means your resume is going just one page and it's not actually reflecting the actual work that you have done, then it's of no use. Let it go two page. It's fine. Nobody cares about that. So these are a few things that I've observed, and then mention like many people have, what I have seen is like they mention like different per organization. They mention like different projects. Like they mention the employment company name, and then under that they mention like these are two projects I did under PwC India. So my take on that is like it doesn't really matter. Like in whatever organization you worked on, you would have worked on multiple projects. So what you can do is like, what are the different stuff that you did? What were roles and responsibility? You can mention it here. And project wise, you can either keep it common or you can leave it for talking in the introduction. After the introduction, when you talk, to have a chance to tell the panel, like if you want, I can tell you about the latest projects which I worked on. So that way you would be able to engage the panel more. That's the way I look at things. Again, it's like my personal thought process. And I'm a technical architect. I'm not a resume expert, to be fair. Anybody has any doubts uh, so far?